While out of Columbus, a new law could help former inmates find housing and stay out of prison. Sophia Perricone in Columbus has the story with Ohio Senator Paula Hicks Hudson.
On Friday, Governor Mike DeWine signed House Bill 50 into law, making it easier for former convicts to get housing. Ohio Senator Paula Hicks Hudson co-sponsored the bill. She says recently released prisoners only qualify if they can prove to the court that they are dedicated to turning their lives around.
This is going to provide for those who qualify to be able to get into decent housing.
It's opportunities like this that will help prevent former felons from returning to prison.
And what everyone's been waiting for, Amazon's 10th annual Prime Day sale will kick off early in the morning on Tuesday, July 16th. It'll run through the 17th. Now, the company does not disclose how much revenue it pulls in from its two-day discount sale, but it's previously stated that last year's event was its biggest ever with 375 million items purchased. July's discount event will also mark the start of the back-to-school shopping season, as Walmart and Target will both be hosting their own respective deal events during the week before Prime Day 2024. For Mix 99.3 News, I'm Bill Show.
Yes, stand back and watch the magic. 2 days of it, huh?
Yeah, watch the money just evaporate.
Yep, well, we got that going on. Tomorrow night's the big debate starting at 9 o'clock CNN. What do you think the number one issue might be as far as between Trump and Biden?
Well, it's going to be the economy.
Yeah, it is. Inflation, maybe?
Yep,
yeah.
That'll be it.
Well, I agree with you, and I think a lot of people are concerned, especially as we're heading into the 4th of July weekend, because as inflation continues to be the biggest concern, how about, your poor barbecue? Barbecues are just getting all the stuff to have a big neighborhood barbecue is getting more expensive all the time.
Yes, it is. That's why I don't invite the neighborhood.
Well, yeah, the neighborhood doesn't invite you either.
No, they don't.
So we're even there. But no, if we thought as a public service here this morning from the Get Up and Go show, we would pass along a few tips to help stretch your money further this 4th of July barbecue day.
Helping to stretch each dollar further, this is the inflation fighting tip of the day.
4th of July barbecues have become very expensive. So this year, have your July 4th barbecue on December 25th. By Christmas, barbecue supplies will be deeply discounted and you'll save big. So this Independence Day, let Santa help you give the heave, ho, 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 to high prices.
Join us again for another inflation fighting tip of the day.
Thank you. We're always here to help, Bill.
We try to be anyway.
All right, man. Thank you, Bill Shope. And this update brought to you this morning by Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates, Dr. Nishida, Dr. Jaffrey, with the care, compassion, and roadmap to your recovery begin. For over 30 years, Dr. Nishida and his staff at Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates have been changing lives with the most comprehensive treatment and cure for cancer in the area. During this time in Portsmouth, Dr. Nishida has created a name of patient excellence in the highest degree and will continue that fight with each and every patient towards the cure. Dr. I, as he's known by his thousands of friends, is proud to announce the addition of Dr. Hassan Jaffrey to the staff of Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates. Dr. Jaffrey's medical expertise is with all cancers as well as treatment of blood disorders, bone marrow, and the immune system. Together, Dr. Nishida and Dr. Jaffrey create a very special team that's there when it comes to fighting back to regain your good health. Feel free to stop in and welcome Dr. Jaffrey to the staff at 916 11th Street or call 353-4884. It's Portsmouth Cancer Care and Associates of Portsmouth, always there with the care, the compassion, and the roadmap to your recovery. And good morning. We got downtown 73 degrees as we get up and go this morning. Showers, thunderstorms in the area, and checking in with ONN.
This is ONN. I'm Jay Fox on the Ohio News Network. The Dayton Daily News reports that 13 people were shot, including an 11-year-old boy, in 3 separate shootings. Dayton Mayor Jeffrey Mims Jr. will address the media at noon today to talk about gun violence. All 3 shootings are under investigation. Yesterday, representatives from the National Transportation Safety Board issued their final recommendations in connection to the East Palestine train derailment. ONN's Yolanda Harris has more.
The toxic derailment happened in February of 2023. The community there watched the fires from the crash and were later evacuated as officials feared a potential hazardous chemical explosion when they were executing a vent and burn. Officials recommended Norfolk Southern revise its incident report to show the vent and burn of the vinyl chloride was not necessary. 38 rail cars derailed, 11 of which were transporting hazardous material.
Toledo police are asking for information about a shooting involving a minor that happened Friday night. Melissa Andrews with ONN affiliate WTOL-TV explains.
There are still no arrests in the drive-by shooting of a child on Friday. The 12-year-old was walking with a group on South Avenue near Carlton Street in South Toledo when someone in a red car fired the shots. The victim was shot in the knee. If you can help police, call 419-255-1111.
For the Ohio News Network, I'm Jay Fox.
It is time now once again for sports. Brought to you this morning by Collier Medical. And don't forget they're at 1661 State Route 522 with all kinds of different things they do, including leasing, offering equipment as well. They provide on-site safety professionals. I wonder if they provide starting pitchers who aren't sick.
It would be nice. Yeah. It would be nice if we could have found one of those last night.
Yeah, go to the Collier pen. Bring somebody in who... and again, more I've thought about that, this is the second time that I think he's gotten ill on the mound.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it?
It was right at the start of the game. I believe it might be. He got sick right at the start of the game last night. And if he wasn't sick at the beginning, he was at least sick after he left because... Yeah. He tried to go. We're talking about Hunter Green. He only made it through the first 4 innings, surrendering 6 runs off 7 hits. The Reds got themselves in a hole very early on that they just couldn't dig out of. But it was kind of sad to see him pitch in that manner because typically Hunter Green's pretty good.
Yeah, he is. His last outing was, again, kind of wasted. He pitched, 8 innings, I think, of shutout baseball.
Yeah.
All right, this is where we go today, and it's the reason they keep playing him. And with all the results of last night, here's Chuck.
As good as things were Monday for the Cincinnati Reds, last night it was equally as bad as the Pirates prevailed 9-5 at Great American Ballpark. Offensively, there were several Reds that put up decent numbers. L.A. De La Cruz, Jonathan India, and Spencer Steer all had a pair of hits. All 3 had at least one double. Both of India's hits were actually doubles, and catcher Tyler Stevenson wound up with the triple. It wasn't enough, though. Pittsburgh's Brian Reynolds wound up going 2 for 5 at the plate, extending his hit streak to 22 games. The Reds and Pirates will meet this afternoon at Great American Ballpark in the rubber match of this 3-game series. The first pitch will be at 1:10. You can hear today's contest on Fox Sportsmouth AM 1260 and 95.7 FM. Graham Ashcraft will be on the mound for Cincinnati. Pittsburgh will counter with Luis Ortiz. The Reds have dropped to 4th in the division, 9.5 games back. The Cleveland Guardians won their 7th straight last night as they defeated the Baltimore Orioles 10-8. Cleveland will visit Baltimore again this evening for a 6:35 first pitch. The Guardians now have a 9-game lead in the American League Central standings. Last night in minor league baseball, the Chillicothe Paints got by the Thrillville Thrillbillies 6-4. Chillicothe has won 4 in a row. The Paints are 17-6 on the season. They'll visit Thrillville again tonight at 8 o'clock. The 2024 NBA draft starts tonight. The Atlanta Hawks have the number 1 overall pick. The Cleveland Cavaliers will select 20th. Several mock drafts are predicting Kentucky's Reed Shepherd to go 3rd to the Houston Rockets. Checking results from the Elks Tuesday Night Golf League, the top 3 teams in the James Atkins division were Portsmouth Post 23, the Roger W. Davis Funeral Home, and Vinyl Craft Windows. The top trio in the Bill Platzer division included Morgan Brothers Jewelry, Barrett Murphy Insurance, and Creek Equipment. Checking individual scores, there was a 5-way tie in A-Flight as Eli Hall, Corey Prost, Charlie Cooper, Brian Williams, and Brian Howard all shot a 37. Isaac Moore also shot a 37, which led the way in B-Flight. Sean Tyree's score of 44 was tops among the C-Flight players, and in D-Flight, both Henry Riley and Scott Markham shot a 47. Longtime Portsmouth Raceway Park flagman Bob Smith recently announced his retirement after 33 seasons of service at the Coleman family-owned facility. Smith started working at PRP during the track's first full season in 1991. Smith has spent 49 years working at various different racetracks, with most of those standing atop a flag stand where he was tasked with ensuring the safety of the racers and track officials while enforcing the rules of the sport. Smith said he became interested in dirt track racing in 1969 when he started helping a high school friend with his race car. Smith then began working at Southern Ohio Speedway in Wheelersburg in 1975 as a track official in the pits. In 1977, he would climb atop the flag stand at Southern, beginning a career as a chief starter that would span over 40 years. Smith graduated from Menford High School in 1964 and would go on to spend 6 years in the U.S. Navy, sailing on a couple of different battleships. Smith still works part-time at Hillview Retirement Center in Portsmouth as a transporter and mail runner. Everyone at Portsmouth Raceway Park wishes the best to Bob in his retirement and thanks him for his many years of service to the track and to the sport of auto racing. Your Portsmouth Insurance Sports Time is 7:42. Portsmouth Insurance is a TAH benefits partner. Call the Dews, Gary Duzan, for all of your employee benefit needs. And that is a look at sports.
And by the way, I know you're going to be out at the Paramount Beauty Academy Friday.
Yeah.
But today happens to be National Beauticians Day.
Oh, wow. Well, hopefully they're celebrating a couple days early to get ramped up for their big open house on Friday.
Well, yeah, that's right. I know it's coming, but though I just wanted to give you a fair warning that our trivia question today is going to have something to do with cosmetology.
Hey, you got to love the people that make you look good.
Got to love the beauticians.
Absolutely.
So we're going to take care of that. All right. Thank you, Chuck, in this update. Brought to you by Call Your Medical, 1661 State Route 522 in the Berg, and we got your traffic weather together coming up.
Call Your Medical in Wheatersburg offers occupational medicine with nurse practitioner Jamie Reynolds. Call Your company has closed its primary care to focus on the occupational needs of businesses in the tri-state, offering drug screens, pre-employment and DOT physicals, as well as medical surveillance, respirator fit, and audiometric testing. Whether you're an employee or an employer needing occupational medical services, go with the convenience of Call Your Medical, 1661 State Route 522 Wheatersburg. Scheduling an appointment is recommended, but walk-ins are welcome. Call 740-574-8728 and be on the lookout for Call Your Home Medical coming soon.
And it is your traffic service of your good friends at the Scioto River, 1024 Gallia Street. Of course, the river is going to be there with legendary steaks, chicken ribs, and more. And this morning we don't have any accidents, kind of a very quiet commute, but if you're going up the corridor this morning, we got reports of several spots where you've got Ohio Highway Patrolmen pulled over in the median. So be careful if you're going to Columbus, Chillicothe, that area. But that's all the hot spots this morning I've got for you. But if you see something we need to know about, give us a call at 354-1993. Traffic is service of your friends at the Scioto River, open 7 days a week.
Weather is service of Mary's Spirit Shop, where summer's here and your school fundraisers need quality promotion. Mary's provides the shirts, signs, and accessories to make your event a huge success. It's all at Mary's Spirit Shop at 2109 Gallia Street in Portsmouth.
Your first alert forecast from WSAZ. It's a first alert weather day today as times of sun and clouds can help steam temperatures up near 90, but we'll be tracking waves of rain and storms as well. A lot of this rain is very much needed, but there's a downpour risk best seen late in the day as well as a strong thunderstorm risk too. Temperatures go from near 90 this afternoon down to the 60s tonight as the last of the storms pull through, trying to get back to some sunshine on Thursday. I'm WSAZ News Channel 3 meteorologist Brandon Butcher on the Ohio